There we go. That looks normal. Aside from a significant amount of lag. Sharklord, is this coming through alright, or is it lagging pretty bad? I may have to discontinue this and revert to just doing YouTube. Twitch may be a little bit much right now. Seems like it's coming through all right. So we should have, if I remember where I left off correctly, we should have 2 Pokemon on Sapphire's Pokedex. We do. So we're gonna go ahead and reset this save file and hope that I ended off correctly yesterday. It's not lagging for Sharklord. That is fantastic news. Then we will continue to go for it. Save file is corrupt. Previous save file will be loaded, and I ended correctly last time. I was worried that I might have saved one too many times. But it looks like I saved the appropriate number of times. So we're going to save twice here. Gonna save again. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Second ever YouTube short format stream. So hopefully this helps increase the reach for the audience. I do have some beginning of stream things to take care of, such as getting my Wii set up because I failed to do so. For those of you who don't know what Shiny Hunting Jirachi is all about, you need a GameCube, your Game Boy Advance, and a copy of the bonus disc Jirachi for Pokemon Coliseum, and you need the Pokemon Sapphire or Pokemon Ruby. You also need a link cable to connect to your GameCube from your Game Boy Advance. In my case, what I am using is I'm using my GameCube with the Game Boy player and the Game Boy Advance player disc as my Game Boy Advance. So my GameCube is my Game Boy Advance in this instance. I'm using my Wii as a GameCube, so I have my GameCube player attached to my Wii, and I still need to hook that up and get that running for the stream because I failed to do so before starting. I apologize, but this is not an easy hunt. Typically, the encounters will take about 8 minutes to have one encounter, but we are speeding it up using the save dump glitch, the save corruption glitch. So you will notice that I am intentionally corrupting my save file so that I can revert back to before I got the Jirachi. Let's go ahead and get the Wii set up here. Since I'm doing this in short format, I don't have both screens visible at the same time. Not to worry though, we just have to turn this one off and struggle with my Wii to get it set up here. So we'll attach my Wii, see if we can get it to find the sensor bar here. GameCube might be in the way. Oh, nope, nope. There we go. And start. Love that. Okay, we are ready. So we load up the Jirachi special gift bonus disc. Hello, cat. Midna is making an appearance behind my head, evidently. All right. Pokemon Sapphire into the GameCube. GameCube attached to the Wii. Turning on the GameCube and resetting the game. Nice remote. Yeah. Toxic, you know I'm a huge Zelda fan over here. I had to get, well, I've had this since like the Wii came out with Skyward Sword. Like I got this in, like this is my original Wiimote from 2011. And then I found this on eBay. It's the Japanese gift that they did for getting all of your Club Nintendo points. Had to order that to have a complete gold nunchuck set. And I did that just last year. So that was super nice. Love my Skyward Sword remote set. It's almost as cool, if not as cool as my Tears of the Kingdom Joy-Con set. I think it's cooler. And then I have the Skyward Sword edition stuff as well. So we'll start spamming A on the GameCube because we need to reset that bonus disc. And we will check our Jirachi for the first Jirachi of the stream. See if we can get some nice encounters going. Summary. No dice there. Keep spamming A on the bonus disc to get it loaded up. We'll take a pause there and reset the save file and reset the GameCube. And then we'll save twice, rinse and repeat. Looks like we do have 22 people hanging out in the stream so far. If you guys could do me a huge solid and a huge favor, smash that like button. I do believe in short form. It is in the upper right hand corner. There should be 3 dots up there that you can click and it'll let you like the stream. Ooh, I did that one so fast. Is it already ready? It is. Oh my gosh, that's the first. I thought I was trying to give the game another Jirachi. So we got save file 1 getting dropped. Oh, and that was an encounter. And we got save file 2 getting dropped. And we'll come back here. And load it up, because I loaded it up too fast last time, apparently. You bought one the day it came out? Epic. I fully support that. Okay, now we can reset the Jirachi and get us another Jirachi. Looks like we are at 5 likes. Last time we ended off the stream at 17 likes. We want to see if we can beat that. Get a new stream record of, yeah, let's go for 20 likes for the stream. I don't know if it's possible. I'm only going to stream for an hour right now. Then my wife will get home. I'll hang out with her for about an hour or two. And then at midnight, I will be back on to stream. The Zinnia music is banger. Yes, it sure is. Pokemon battle thing. It says it's from Pokemon the first movie, but I don't think that's labeled correctly, gonna be honest. We are now good to reset. I mean, this seems more like Pokemon X and Y. Or Pokemon Oris. But I think that's what's from Zinnia is from. But yes, Toxic, that 19K number is my current subscribers. We are trying to get that to go up. It looks like since the beginning of the stream it has actually gone down a little bit, which is kind of sad. Want to see that get to 20K. We have been struggling through January, February at 19K. We have not gone up that much since the beginning of the year. We are looking to have that change over the course of the next few months. We want to hit 20K by the end of the year. Well, really by the end of the month. I want to hit 30k by the end of the year. 30k by the end of the year. That was the goal. I think we'll be lucky to hit 25 at the current growth rate. However, if we get a remake of Pokemon Black and White, we may see that number drastically increase. Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Shark Lord. She is the Dragon Clan lady. I mean, I don't think she's really crazy. Like, she was right. The sky is kind of falling. Yeah, the goal is to have 20k. I'm hoping to get that by the end of the month. We got 12 days left. I want to see that number increase. Want to see if we can get to 50k here before too long. Because that's going to be a mark of when I can probably go full-time as a content creator and as a streamer. Still trying to get more into the streaming aspect of things. Given that we have 19,000 subscribers already, most of those are here for the bots. Want to get people here more for the shiny hunting, more for the streams, because that's really what I enjoy doing. Not a fan of black bars. Even on a PC looking, not a fan. Sorry to hear that, Smoker. I'm actually watching it on PC as well. It doesn't look too bad to me. But is it the black bars around the screen because it's not zoomed in? Like, is full screen mode not working for you? Get that incrementer up. Never played Black and White, so you'll need my help. Love the game. Black and White is a fantastic, fantastic game. It is my second favorite region and story in the entire franchise. In the mainline games. I have to say in the mainline games. Pokemon Coliseum do be hit in some kind of way. Generation 3, favorite generation of all time. Followed by Generation 5. Whether Pokemon Coliseum is better in my mind than Black and White, I'll leave that for another time. Still a supporter though. Thanks, Smoker. Glad to hear it. I'd hate to lose long-time supporters and stuff over an attempt to grow. Would not be ideal. Yeah. So for those that don't know, JJ is one of my mods, or well, was one of my mods on the Discord server. One of my friends. I still frequently reach out to them and ask, hey, I'm trying to do this on my channel. I think it looks horrendous right now. Any ideas? And was eventually between F Cubed there and Z-Zone Hardy, we were able to kind of pin down something that looks okay. I think the red still kind of clashes with my overall stream vibe a little bit, but it works. It's shiny Jirachi themed, so at least I get points for trying, I think. Her personality is what you saw as crazy, not in a bad way. Fair enough. She was a nice enough lady, you know, she was destined to fulfill a prophecy. Kind of got to stress you out a little bit. Not the easiest thing in the world to shoulder, knowing that there's a giant comet coming to destroy your way of life. Magical 333 reset. But yeah, this this sub count was definitely not super easy to figure out how to tie in, and I just barely noticed that the left Jirachi is missing part of its little hat, and now that's going to bother me. I think I did not export that correctly. Okay, there's save number 1 dropping in. Purple? I should make the backdrop purple? You know, I could vibe with that, Lisa, because I did the backdrop before I figured out how to add in the theming on the colors that you see there. The 20k sub goal. I didn't know how to differentiate and make it a dual color experience. So the purple fading into the blue, that was figured out after I got the backer, or I guess the frame for the sub count. And then I didn't know how to give a bold outline to the letters to distinguish the difference. So I probably could switch it to blue or purple or some combination of the two now that I got that part figured out. And then it would fit in with the channel more, because for some reason the channel theming went blue and purple with a shade of hot pink. Epic. Glad to hear it. I am not a designer by trade. In fact, I think digital art is like one of my least redeeming qualities. But that's the fun of being a small-time streamer and YouTube content creator, is you get to do everything yourself and fail at most things. It's fantastic. I get to be a producer, I get to be a video editor, I get to be a writer, scripter, storyboarder, I get to be a graphical artist, and I get to do none of it to the caliber that I wish it could be done to. Sharklord is subbed for the streams, not the bots. So glad to hear that. Frankly speaking, I'm not confident that I will be able to do bots for the next generation, because I don't know what that system is going to look like. Typically, Nintendo systems are moddable, especially upon launch, because they fail to figure out ways to patch everything up. But I do think that they learned a significant amount from the Switch, and they may make it so that it's not an easy, hackable way without hardware in this upcoming iteration, so it may not be possible. I'm sure the community will find a way, though. But given that the last people that found a way to modify the hardware got sued out the wazoo, I doubt it's going to be possible. At the very least, if it does hardware, that involves a sale, and so I think they will be out for the count on that one. Oh, I didn't really talk about it the other day. The Pokemon Go spoofing video did vastly better than I expected it to do. I was so surprised that it's at like 2,000 views right now. I was thinking I would be lucky to get maybe 500, but it has been a lot more viewed than I expected. I did not. I have not followed Apex Legends that much at all. And you are absolutely right, Smoker. They did get sued because they were selling the hardware needed. And understandably, Nintendo doesn't like that. So yes, they were profiting off of it, so that is what allowed them to get sued. And that is why Atmosphere really hasn't been gone after, because it is open source and free to the public to use. And that's one of the big caveats there, is anybody can write the program, anybody can use the program, and since it is their own and they are using it themselves, not much can be done to stop them. Yeah, the parts and information are still online. You have to put it together. I am not great at soldering at all. I think I goofed on the Jirachi. Not to worry, I don't think I goofed bad. So tell me about that Apex Legend hacks. That sounds kind of funny. Almost as good as Pokemon tournament hackers getting caught and disqualified in real time. Actually, speaking of soldering, Smoker, I tried and failed to solder a video capture card into my 3DS, so I'm gonna have to send it to the guy and see if he can fix my mistakes. I did purchase the capture card mod from the seller in Utah and tried to do the self-installation package, and my soldering skills are not up to par, not good enough to do it myself, evidently. Also, we have a Twitch chat. Sorry for bothering you. Ah, it's one of those. I am not interested. You saw something on Twitter that the players streaming were hacked, and the hackers were able to take over their computers, play the streamer's game, and display their cheats. Just whoa, that's epic. So like, these hackers just exploited people that were cheating already? That's wild and really kind of cool at the same time. It's insane what hackers can do with nothing but your IP address and time. Oh. Well, that's kind of rude. Hacking a player's game and installing cheats? That's messed up. I mean, as if hacking wasn't messed up anyways, right? But like, that's just even more sad. Remote takeover through the game files. Well, if that's of any consolation, F Cubed, I'm pretty sure that bodes well for our idea regarding Escape from Tarkov. Well, I guess it's your idea. I do have a little bit more understanding on how to make that happen from the website and the displaying of information side, but actually getting into the game files itself to extract the information, still a little bit unsure on how to do, but I'm becoming more sure about the possibilities. Since basically the entirety of what I've been working with is MySQL, I now know how to extract that information, put it into a database for a website to pull from in real time. And all you would need is code to tell it to do that on a timer basis. So that wouldn't be too difficult. I mean, it's still gonna suck, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not, like, knowledgeable enough that I could do it in a matter of minutes by any means. But, like, I know the concepts behind doing it and could probably figure it out. It's just getting the information from the game to my computer to begin with is gonna be the hard part. Once we can get that information, uploading it is not gonna be the problem. Oh, F cubed, I was going to ask, because you are somewhat of an audiophile myself, or yourself, as with myself. The music that's playing versus the volume of the voice audio, is that an okay balance? You know, barring my voice being super torn up right now, because I'm still getting over being sick. Meatloaf enthusiast, very nice. The band, the dinner dish, or both? Asking for a friend. Have a good one, F cubed. And yes, I am playing Sapphire, because Sapphire is the superior Gen 3 experience for this shiny Jirachi. I've heard tell that Emerald is the superior experience. However, there's just something about Sapphire that really draws me as opposed to Emerald. I don't know what it is. They're not that different aside from the Battle Frontier, which I don't use. So Emerald doesn't get points for me for that. Epic. Thank you, F cubed. Great to hear. Elster Carrot. Also great to hear. Thanks for the confirmation there. Really trying to improve the quality of the streams, improve the viewership of the streams, and just get better at doing this. Definitely want to see that sub bar tick up. I see we do got a lot of new viewers into the stream as of the last few minutes. If you like Shiny Jirachi, you like Gen 3, whether it be Sapphire, Ruby, or Emerald, smash that like button. Should be in the upper right-hand corner there. Would greatly help the reach of the stream. And if you do like those things, consider subscribing, because we are going to be here for quite a long time trying to get this shiny Jirachi. It is odds of 1 out of every 7,282 would be shiny. So better than typical Gen 3 odds, but not by much. It's like better by 1,000 to 1, so pretty good. But definitely not the easiest encounter to rack up, since it takes about 2 minutes per encounter to 10 minutes per encounter, depending on how bad I am doing at keeping track of what I'm doing on the stream. But we definitely have a lot of time. Trying to get this done before any announcements indicating that Bank is going to shut down, because once Bank shuts down, everything prior to Gen 7, or I guess prior to Gen 8, is going to be impossible. And this is one of the things that I was talking about. I cannot remember if I saved twice or not. Oh, let's try that one. So we're going to pay attention to chats while I figured out if I saved one too many times or not. Yeah, Smoker, that's what I was telling you in the video. We're chilling at like 44 concurrent viewers right now. Last stream I was at 66 or 67 concurrent viewers. So like it is definitely increasing the reach of the stream quite significantly, streaming in the short format. That's why it's a benefit and not a boon. Chats haven't been increasing with that, which is okay. We got lurkers. Views help. Likes definitely help. Subscribes always help. And it's greatly appreciated. So just trying to catch up my stream here. There we go. Okay, we got 339. We got one saved down. Okay. Big gains. We like to see big gains. Absolutely. So far for the stream, it looks like we are still at 5 likes. I think I need to refresh that, but 55 watching now on YouTube. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for stopping and checking it out on your way through the scrolly bar of YouTube Shorts. I suspect that's how a lot of you are finding these streams. As I said earlier, if you do enjoy Jirachi, I will be here for quite a long time. Okay. I think I narrowed down where the saves are. Okay, perfect. It's very important that I get the saves right because it's worth the time taking an extra 3 minutes here to ensure that I save the correct number of times. Because if I don't, I have to spend 10 minutes resetting, and it looks like I did get the saves down correctly. So we will refresh and reload that. We are good to go with the reset. Definitely worth the time. I'd rather spend 3 minutes figuring out if I need to save one more time versus botching it up and then having to spend the next 10 minutes getting back to a point where I can start resetting again. I would hate to do that 9 encounters into the stream. That would be terrible. Weirdest thing happened with your big Pokemon? It evolved but left a Pokemon at 1 HP for you? Interesting. That is a crazy bug. It happens though. And I know people do bug glitches where they get their Pokemon down to like 1 HP and then intentionally lower its HP IVs so that it dies and it gives them a weird egg Pokemon. It's crazy what can be done with that. I see we ticked up by a subscriber. Thank you guys for that. And we are up to 9 total likes. So that is awesome. Have a goal for the stream of 20. I don't know if we're going to hit that. I'm streaming for 24 more minutes tonight. And then I'll be taking a break for about an hour, maybe 2, while my wife gets home from work. We can talk about our days and she'll go to bed. And then I will be up until at least 2 in the morning streaming some more. So yeah, so Jirachi has different odds, Joel, and that's just how this game works. I will go into that more once I'm waiting here for a minute. Want to make sure that I get everything done that I need to done. So, Joel, the 7K odds is because this Jirachi is somewhat of a hybrid. I don't know if I'm going to explain this, and the community might get after me a little bit for this because this is Brasscoin's dumbed down version of how he thinks this works. So shiny frames for regular Pokemon is like 1 out of every 8,212 or something to that effect, right? Those are actual frames in the game with how it works. And any number of Pokemon can be potentially generated over that. Well, Jirachi is different. With the GameCube bonus disc, there are roughly... let me get a calculator going while this is running, because I'll tell you the exact number of what's going on. This is when we need my moderator Lagia in the streams, because they know what's up. They have this information like memorized. But 7,282 times 9. So for Jirachi bonus disc, it comes with a potential of 65,538 possible Jirachis. That's it. That's the maximum amount of Jirachis that can be generated. Of that 65,538, 9 of those have a potential of being shiny. Only 9 of them are for sure shiny, and only 9 of them can be shiny. So when you do the math, it is 1 out of every 7,282. And it doesn't, I mean, it goes by frames all the same, but the frame counts differently, if that makes sense. It's definitely a crazy hunt. A bug Pokemon you had evolved and left behind a random... Oh! Oh, it's not a... No, that's normal, Angel. That is Ninjask, Nincada, and Shedinja. That's supposed to happen. That is not a bug. Yeah, Shedinja. And it is a ghost type Pokemon. Pain X like me. Thanks for the sub click. Greatly appreciated. We are now even for our subs for the stream. So that is awesome. And why is it so weak? It is not weak. Check out its ability. That bug type Pokemon has an ability called Wonder Guard, which means it can only be killed by something that's super effective against it. So most Pokemon's moves aren't even going to be able to touch that thing. Especially in Gen 3. If you build that thing right, it can be quite the monster. Also, public service announcement, we are at 72 concurrent viewers. We have a new short format stream record by 5. So 72, and that is almost... Actually, I think it is a stream record in total. Like, I'll have to go check my numbers, but I am pretty sure 70 or 76 is the max concurrent viewers I've ever had on any stream ever. So thank you guys. That is quite an achievement for this. And we are continuing to see that sub count go up, so that is greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you so much for being here with that. And once again, I can't remember if I saved double. I did save double. Perfect. Oh, Joel, sorry. That is an explanation issue on my part. The disc doesn't have a limited number of them. It randomly generates 1 out of that 65,538. So like the disc knows how many it can generate, and it randomly picks one each time you hook it up to the system. And it's based somewhat on the frames of the Game Boy. It's not based on the frames, really. I misspoke with that. It's not based on the frames. It's based on the shiny seed that gets generated each time you save. So it reads that seed and figures out, okay, am I going to generate a shiny one off of this or a non-shiny one off of this seed? So, pretty great. But no, the disc does not expire. The Jirachis are infinite. If that was not the case, I would have a very set limit of, okay, I know that if I do 65,000 encounters, I am going to for sure come across one Jirachi, but that unfortunately is not the case. Hello, Christian. Welcome to the stream. Let's go. Yeah, I wish it was the fact of, oh, if you do this 65,538 times, you are going to be guaranteed to get those 9 Jirachis off this disc. That would be kind of nice, because then you're not reliant on luck so much as you are patience and perseverance. But yeah, alas, it is... Ooh, I just botched that. I took way too long to reset that. This is going to be a 10-minute encounter. I can almost guarantee it. I hesitated. Yep, I hesitated too long. So this is what happens when I save too many times or don't reset fast enough. I have to spend the next 10 minutes getting back to the point where I can do an encounter. You want to eventually do this hunt? Fair warning. Pokemon Bank may likely go down before you get the materials to do it and or get the Pokemon off the disc to begin with. This one is entirely dependent on Pokemon Bank still being active. So that's kind of why I'm rushing through these Gen 3 shinies. Jirachi is the last shiny from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald that I need to obtain. And then I'm moving on to Manaphy on the DS. And then after that, Poipole on Sun and Moon. Because those are going to be the ones that will not be obtainable anymore after Pokemon Bank eventually closes down. I don't know if they're going to, but it's pretty likely that Bank is going to close for good. Probably when we have every possible Pokemon available on the Switch in some form. So with Pokemon X or Pokemon ZA coming out, I highly suspect that all of our Pokemon will be on the Switch in some form due to that. And we won't need Pokemon Bank anymore, so they'll discontinue it. Oh, you were going to download the disc on the Wii? Fair enough, fair enough. That would save you $200 for sure. Christian, I am doing full odds on this one. I am not smart enough to figure out the RNG manipulation on this hunt. For Pokemon Emerald, I did RNG manipulate the crap out of that one. So I do have some experience with it. All of my Pokemon are jolly natured. They have like almost the same stats. It's pretty cool. For the shiny legendaries in Gen 3. But Jirachi takes a significant amount of different approach because you have to do it with active seed generators. You have to do it with a working battery. And I don't know how to effectively do the RNG manipulation for the Jirachi. I know it can be done. I'm brutally honest, I'm not smart enough for that. An intern at Nintendo accidentally spoiled a Splatfest song? That's pretty funny. I bet they're not an intern anymore. What's the tea on that? Awesome. I am loving being background noise for people. That is part of my goal as a streamer. Like, I'm not saying that sarcastically either. Like, it's awesome knowing that people are content and happy to have something going in the background that they're interested in, but not able to, you know, actively watch the whole time, which is fine. The views help. Definitely grateful for the views. Chat and conversation definitely helps, because without you guys, this type of a hunt is extremely boring, and it is not mentally good to sit there and do. Like, having people to chat with, bounce ideas off of, back and forth, and just generally chat about things that we like and find interesting makes these so much easier. And that's why I stream, is to have the community, to have other people pop in and be like, hey, I'm doing this insane hunt too, let's be crazy together, because that's awesome to me, having the community there. You are currently setting up Deoxys with Ace because of the bank shutting down. Want to be able to easily hunt VC starters. There you go. Best of luck on that one. I am very much a full odds person most of the time. I mean, for Gen 3, I definitely RNG manipulated just to make sure that I could get through the Pokemon that I needed to. Started with Mew on a Japanese copy of Emerald. That took a solid 9 minutes per encounter because my shiny seed was so far out by the time I realized I should probably check that. But it wasn't too bad. And then my Deoxys hunt was like 3 minutes in. So every hunt after that was on an English copy. Took 3 minutes per encounter. Not too bad. Currently playing first run through of Pokemon Crystal while listening to your stream. Thank you, A. Peterson. I love it. Crystal is one of my favorite Pokemon games. I think that one is the leader in the special edition of the game. I mean, it's either that or Emerald. They're both really great. You did good old Runaways. Brutal. See, the problem with Runaway method for Mew is getting the frames to match. Like, I could not consistently walk the path to get Shiny Mew, or to get the Mew encounter to begin with, so like it just bothered me. I don't do well at runaway methods. Here's why. With runaway methods, you have one seed that generates when you first start your game. For whatever game it is that you're hunting, you have one seed that you're working with. From there, whether you find the shiny or not is entirely dependent on your ability to press A at the right time. Okay? So that's all well and good. And you would think that, oh, I mean, if you're soft resetting, you're still dependent on pressing A at the right time. And you would be right to a degree. With soft resetting, you generate a new seed every single time you reset, minus Pokemon Emerald. Now, if you have your timing pretty much exact, you know, you're just spamming A the second you restart the game, you're going to be hitting pretty much the exact same frame every single time you load into the game. When you're soft resetting, you're basically rolling the dice to say, each time I reset this, I will have a new shiny frame seed, and I can consistently hit frame 300 every single time. Eventually, that shiny seed is going to generate a shiny on frame 300, and you're going to hit it. Eventually. With the runaway method, I can't consistently encounter the Mew, so it just messes with my brain knowing that I could have just been off by 2 seconds. Like, that could have been my shiny encounter, but I'm off by 2 seconds. and this is from experience shiny hunting Shaman. I did about 2,000 encounters, soft resetting, and then people were saying, oh, you can just run away. I did 5,000 encounters running away, and it felt like it was a longer experience to me than just soft resetting. And then I switched back to soft resetting, and within 1,000 encounters, I got it again. So, like, I'm not going to bash on anybody for running away, because that is a valid method to shiny hunt. And kudos to you guys for being able to do it. That one just does not work for my brain. I overanalyze it. I think too much about it, and it just drives me insane. Can't do it. Favorite Pokemon of all time, Mucha? Love that question. I am about to KO it in about 25 seconds. I love the Mudkip line 100%. I am a Gen 3 fanboy. Mudkip is my boy. Swampert is my favorite final Evo. Mudkip is my favorite starter of all time. Followed closely by Sprigatito and Charmander. Not in any particular order. Also, we are at 60 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys for stopping by. Scrolling through on your short feed is probably how I'm appearing. If you do like shiny Jirachi and you like shiny hunting, we're going to be here for quite a while, so please consider subscribing if you're into that type of content. Become a part of what we're calling the Brass Coin Collection, because we're not just a club, we are a collection of people who do enjoy shiny hunting, enjoy all things Pokemon, excited for the Pokemon games to come, and enjoy living in the past with some old school Gen 3 shiny hunting. If you're new here, smash the subscribe button. If you want to help the stream get further reach than what it is, up in the upper right hand corner should be 3 dots, depending on how you're viewing. Smashing that like button inside those 3 dots would help the stream go a lot further. Let more people see it. Tell them it's awesome. If you're viewing in a different format, the like button is still below the video like normal. All those likes would be greatly appreciated. See if we can get a stream record of 20 likes in the next 20 minutes when I eventually have to end this stream. I will be doing so again probably in about an hour and a half from when this stream ends, so my wife should be getting home. I'll be spending some time with her before she goes to bed, and we'll be back for some more. And that's the playtime, 10 minutes to get set up for this. It can be done in 7 if I don't get distracted, but we've saved once. For those of you who have never shiny hunted Jirachi before, or seen Jirachi be shiny hunted, you save one time. That is save file A. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the Wii to make sure it is ready for a Jirachi. When I load up this Jirachi with my Pokemon Sapphire file, it's going to see save file A does not have a Jirachi. It's going to give me a Jirachi and overwrite a save file B. So it's going to create save file B. Then we'll load up the game. Jirachi will be on save file B. And then we'll check to see if it's shiny. If it is not, we will reset and do a save corruption glitch. So here is the Jirachi getting obtained. Rue Rosie, thanks for the subscribe click. I do not recognize your name. I am going to be honest. Mucha also, thanks for that sub click. Definitely means a lot. We are +4 subscribers for the stream from where I was at when I started today. We were at 19,538. We dipped down to 533. And now we're back up to 542. Thank you guys for being here for watching, for chatting. We do like the conversations. Definitely makes this experience go by faster for me. And then we'll reset that GameCube here and see if it's shiny. Swampert is probably the best starter Evo of all time, even with it getting wrecked by grass types. Okay, increment up. We are now on save file B. We're going to clear the save file, but the second I press yes, I'm going to hit the reset button on my GameCube here. And that is going to corrupt the save. So it only was able to delete save file B, which had the Jirachi. So it's going to force load save file A, which we did not have Jirachi on. That's how that works. And now we save once. This is going to create save file B once again. And the purpose there is to, you know, make it so that we can overwrite save file A with a new save, which is going to force generate a new shiny seed. So you have to save once and then save a second time to overwrite save file A. And then we switch back to the Wii and we load up the bonus disc again. And Shark Lords is Phalanx. Shark Lord, if your favorite Pokemon is Phalanx, why is your profile picture a Rowlet that seems to be sleeping? Asking for the stream. And then we reset. Mason Harvey, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. Why is shiny hunting Eevee the most painful thing to do? I do want to know. Is it because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counting Eevee itself that you would need to fulfill everything? Because I would formally submit to you that Flabébé would be the worst. In theory, needing red, blue, yellow, white. Is there a green one? Red, blue, white, yellow. I feel like there's also a green one, but I could be mistaken on that. Times by 3, so like it's either 15 or 12 that you would need for that one. You're having no luck? Okay, fair enough. Gonna be honest. So how I found my shiny Eevee is I massively cheated. Gonna be honest. I had one of my modded switches. I hooked it up to a raid bot and I used a raid scanner to find a shiny Eevee. I created a hard save before I did that. And I just reloaded the same raid over and over and over again until I got all of the Eevees that I was looking for. I know, kind of a messed up way to get it, but hey, it worked. Also, to those that don't know, who are new on this stream and all that, my favorite encounter number to see on the stream just passed by. I absolutely love it when the reset counter hits 343. Bonus points to anybody in the stream who might be able to guess why I like that particular encounter number. And Joel over there with the important question. What game are you hunting it in? I got a little sidetracked, so I'm waiting for my stream to catch up to see how many times I saved. Because I don't want to do this over again just yet. Okay, there's save 1. And here's save 2. Perfect. His roundness. Okay, Shark Lord, that is the best reason I have ever seen for why you have a certain Pokemon as your profile pic. His roundness just perfectly fills the frame. I love that so much. That is a great reason. You'll never forget your first shiny, a Wooper in the 4th gen Safari Zone. It fled. That is indeed unfortunate. Ah, Gibby the Pope got the answer. Halo devs, 343 Studio. Love it. And I think the reason why is because they put their name into the game itself with the achievement and level 343 Guilty Spark. I love references like that. I think it's super great. Also, Gibby the Pope, can't stay, needs sleep, but it is cool to see you hunting for Jirachi. Your favorite Pokemon, and you're glad it's getting some attention. Glad to give it some attention. Jirachi is one of my all-time favorite mythicals because it was the elusive mythical of my favorite generation and one that I was able to obtain in my youth because my parents were awesome. Got me Pokemon Coliseum, pre-ordered it, got the bonus disc somehow. Didn't even know it was a thing. Didn't know it was special until years later. And I just love that I was able to grow up having Jirachi. I since sold my bonus disc and had to buy another one at an exuberant price. That was not fun. But, love Jirachi. Mew was always too elusive, but I was able to get one. Non-shiny, of course. Celebi, never was able to get until Generation 8. Jirachi was the first mythical I was actually able to legitimately obtain. So it's got a special place in my heart. And now we are trying to legitimately obtain a shiny one. Use Masuda method for Eevee. Will definitely help. I needed to save, reset. 345 is also another favorite number anytime it counts up in increments. Love those numbers. Like a normal, sane person. Rue Rosie, I do not think I know you at all. I'm down to get to know you. Oh my gosh, Shifty Jumper. It is a little bit of a torture. Not gonna lie. It takes 2 minutes per encounter. Not too bad there. I feel like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl takes 2 minutes per encounter anyways. It's really like 45 seconds, but since it's just loading the game the entire time, I really do feel like it takes longer than 45 seconds to a minute. This one isn't too bad. At least it's pretty interactive. You get to do stuff the entire time. It's a lot of switching back and forth. Until you screw up the save exploitation. The save corruption glitch. And then it takes another 10 minutes to get another encounter. That one kind of sucks, not gonna lie. You are absolutely right, Joel. I do have, I think you can see it right there. That orange GameCube is a Japanese GameCube. I have a Japanese copy of Emerald, and I got a Japanese copy of Pokemon Coliseum. So I am going to eventually go after the Ageto Celebi. Unfortunately, it is true. It is shiny locked. It cannot be obtained as shiny. Very much sad. Very, very sad. Really wish it could be shiny hunted. Would mean the world to me. But it can be shiny hunted on the 3DS. So that is probably one that I will go after once I get my Poi Pull, because I got like 3 shiny Celebes. I really don't need another one. but I do want to do it just for the sake of the hunt. Get a Pokemon Crystal VC Celebi. Guacamole Dolphin, welcome. Indeed. Different language ditto will definitely help your shiny hunting endeavors. Okay, there's save file 1. We are also at a new sub goal, new sub record. 543. Thank you guys. We got 63 concurrent viewers as of right now. Thanks for scrolling on by. We have a like record of 16 so far. We'll go ahead and refresh that since I'm on save 2. See kind of what we're working with here. Yep, still at 16 likes. Doing pretty good for ourselves for the stream. Let's pop over to the Wii, see where we're at there. Guacamole, a little bit nerd about these Jirachis. Yes, I get it. I'm a Jirachi fanboy myself. Love Jirachi. It's unfortunate that Jirachi doesn't have more of a role inside the game. I think he's referenced like by one NPC total in the entire game. Also, playground rumors. One of my favorite playground rumors, aside from the Mew is under the truck in Vermilion City rumor, is something that I think I helped create in my school. I'm not gonna lie. I was absolutely convinced that Chimecho found on Mount Pyre at a 1 to 3% encounter rate on very specific tiles. Like, really hard Pokemon to find on Mount Pyre in Gen 3. Chimecho. I was convinced that that little bugger was going to evolve into Jirachi, because, like, Jirachi has the tassels, right? Chimecho has a tassel. Chimecho had that little ball on top of its head. I was convinced that that was just going to evolve into, like, the star on Jirachi's head. Very disappointed that it was not the case. And just because Chimecho was so freaking hard to find. Yeah. You love Chimecho. Love it. Not a fan of Chingling, but Chimecho is definitely appreciated on this channel. There is save 1. If y'all are scrolling on by the stream through YouTube Shorts, thanks for being here. Feel free to chat. We're a pretty chill group of people. Love discussing Pokemon, talking about everything Pokemon and anime, of course. Greatly be appreciated if you click the like button in the upper left-hand corner. It is underneath the 3 dots. Click those. Smash the like button, show the stream some love, get us in front of the eyes of more people who might appreciate the content here. If you do enjoy Shiny Jirachi, and Jirachi in general, and shiny hunting, smash the subscribe button. We'll be here for a while. Loads of opportunity to come and watch people mindlessly encounter non-shiny Jirachi. Thank you so much for that follow. Over on Twitch, that one was Mando Jr. Feel like there was a Mando in the chat earlier. Maybe I was, oh, that's Mucha. Mando, welcome. We are basically calling this group of people the Brass Coin Collection. That's something that my moderator team came up with back in the day. I need to update my YouTube channel with that. I see the message, but I don't see where it is on the screen. Tavon, why don't I see your message? There it is. All right, we are good to reset that. Tavon says, I am here, busting into the stream like a hero. If you didn't know, I am rewatching through My Hero Academia to get to season 6. Love All Might. Love that show. Very well done. Deserves almost all of the hype that it gets. Unlike Attack on Titan. Just throwing that out there. And yes, Tavon, the group of people who are Brasscoin supporters has been dubbed the Brasscoin Collection. For lack of a better title to call ourselves. And I think that one is pretty creative. I do think I owe that name to either F Cubed or CB Genius. I think they came up with that idea. Smoker, still no Jirachi. Still no Jirachi. It is a little bit sad, but that's okay. Tavon is a hero, definitely. And Shark Lord's Banelby still hasn't shined again. But hey, are you still below full odds for shiny number 2? That is the important question. Mason's also hunting shiny Trico. I'm bouncing kind of around all over in the chat. Sorry about that. Currently rewatching Cowboy Bebop. Highly recommend. Glad to hear it. I've seen a lot of good things about Cowboy Bebop. Definitely on my to-watch list. As of late, I have found myself more engrossed in the rewatching of things that are familiar. So my job isn't super stressful, but sometimes I just get asked a lot of questions that only I know the answer to and get to help out my coworkers quite a bit. I love doing it. But sometimes, for the entire credit union of helping coworkers do that, it gets a little bit much. And that has been definitely the case over the last 2 weeks. So I've been pretty brain dead when I get home from work. And it's often hard to get into watching something new and paying attention. So it's nice to put on something familiar and just kind of veg out a little bit. And that's basically what My Hero is right now. Is mostly there for background noise. But my time to stream is up for the moment, guys. My wife is home. We are going to spend some time together before she goes to bed. Sorry to end the stream so abruptly, but we'll pick it back up here closer to midnight. And remember, if you guys are viewing here YouTube Shorts, don't want to lose the stream, don't want to lose the channel, go ahead and subscribe real fast, and you'll be notified when I go live the next time. Evidently, my wife is telling me I left my keys in the door, so